this isn't awkward. I just banged some guy named Tyler in a bar. Was I... is ABC going to be mad at me?
It's fair game. It's fair game.
Okay, all right.
Just stay out of the windmill.
He said he was single. I was like, all right, we only tell you no.
How are you? Are you watching? You don't watch The Bachelorette, right?
I'm above it. Now, look, James. You know, James, I have an announcement for you, and I hope you take this well, but now that I'm a film star, that's right, I have a film tomorrow in 700 theaters across these United States.
Yes.
Kathy Griffin, a hell of a star. That's right. And so I can't really talk to you cute TV people anymore.
Oh, really?
No, it's bad for my image. I'm probably going to win the Irving Thalberg Lifetime Achievement Award at the Academy Awards. And so I was with my squad last night, Jennifer Lawrence and Glenn Close. And
you've got a squad.
Wait till I'm finished.
I'm sorry, I forgot. You're not talking to TV people.
Right, and it's not personal, James.
I know, I
understand.
And
it's so cute what you do with this. Is it radio or television?
It's somewhere in the middle.
Is there a visual portion of the show?
There is, yeah.
Because, you know, in the film industry, it's on the big screen. And
this is just a little
I don't think it's changed me. I think you're the one who's changed. What? Oh, my God. Hi. Oh, my gosh.
Don't mind
you were
me.
Here. Hi. How are you?
I'm fine,
When
thank
did you start this show?
About an hour ago.
Oh, that's great.
So anyway, well, let's talk about this. First of all,
what?
Kind of a cool idea to premiere your special, a stand-up comedy special, in the movies.
Well, because nobody would buy it because I'm toxic and blacklisted.
What do you mean nobody would buy it?
Well, a lot of people think I'm a member of ISIS. Not true.
Yeah,
Turns out not true.
I saw your movie.
I worked at the gift shop for a week. Get over it. By the way, it took me like 2 years to say that joke.
Can I ask you something about that?
You can ask me anything.
Did anybody really believe you were part of ISIS?
Yes, my mother. My mother. Yes, she wanted me to join a different club, as she said, because she watches Fox News and she thought it was real. She doesn't know.
Yeah. But your mom's older and she's drunk a lot. We know that.
Yes, enjoys the wine.
So there are people that took this seriously.
Oh, there are people that to this day, and one thing is because this film is being shown in so many theaters tomorrow night as part of a Fathom event, which is something the kids were into. I never heard of this.
A Fathom event?
Yeah, and they pick a movie and they show it only one time, one night, but in like a ton of theaters, so 700 theaters. And I'm talking, red cities, blue cities, Tuscaloosa Heights. I mean, really, everywhere.
Really?
Yes, Lawrence, Kansas to L.A. And so grab someone, how shall I say, like-minded, because it's not bipartisan. It's very partisan.
But it's also...
But it's a historic tale, indeed.
It is.
Because honestly, whether or not you like that photo, and it's fine with me if you didn't, the president shouldn't be deciding whether or not you're employable or insurable, and the president shouldn't be deciding what television shows, I mean, I don't care anymore, but what television shows you guys watch, because that's your industry. It actually made me mad watching it. Really?
Yeah, because the idea that they would penalize you and some of the things they did to you, like I mentioned that
I was on the no-fly list for 2 months.
They put you on the no-fly list.
Like a terrorist for 2 months. And then I was interrogated under oath by 2 federal agencies, the Secret Service and the U.S. Attorney's Office.
And what were they trying to determine exactly?
They opened an investigation without notifying me or letting me try to clear my name at all. So this is also unprecedented. And they were considering very seriously charging me with the crime of conspiracy to assassinate the President of the United States.
They told this to your lawyer?
Yes, and they told me to my face.
They did?
Yes.
And did anyone snicker or anything like that? I mean...
No, when you're being interrogated under oath by the feds, there's no, snickering or... There's not even an opportunity for my attorney to, if I screw up, to pull me aside and have a moment with the client. It's a very, very serious matter.
Was there any of this, I know, but we have to do this, just acknowledging that it's preposterous that you actually were part of any kind of a conspiracy to kill anyone?
I want to think, I will say this, I'm not anti-government at all after this experience. I think the FBI saved my life. I was not only on the MAGA bomber list, the pipe bomb guy, but the day we filmed the concert portion of the film, the FBI did what's called a no-knock to my house, which means it's such an imminent threat, they don't even call. They came right over, and they said during the interrogation of Cesar Sayak, the mega bomber, they found that he admitted he had shared the kill list, which I'm on, with like-minded people. So it's an ongoing thing, and it's just part of, my new normal. And the documentary portion of the film, which I fought like a dog to put in because the stand-up comedy concert part, I'm not going to lie, I just couldn't sell it. I made it myself. A blue chip director, Troy Miller, who's very talented.
Troy Miller, yeah.
Great. And so I made a 3-hour stand-up comedy special because I was so dumb. I thought every network's got to have like a record-breaking 3-hour special. Nobody would even look at a 30-second link. And so then I thought, when I was a little girl, we would go see comedy in the movie theaters, like Richard Pryor or George Carlin.
Right.
And then
Murphy,
my publicist
sure.
actually got it into South by Southwest. Then that was about a 75-minute version. And then when Fathom decided to do this event tomorrow night, and you can go on fathomevents.com, put in my name in the search engine and your zip code, and the theaters it was showing in, it will pop up. And, people will see it and they'll hear the real deal.
Yeah,
and
all the
documentary
details.
part is just stuff that I film with my iPhone and my boyfriend, who's also my tour manager, and we live in sin. We live in sin. And it's real.
It's all real, yeah. It's interesting.
Really real. Are there funny parts? Did you laugh too?
There are many, many funny
Okay,
parts.
good,
Of
'cause that
course,
was my
but we
main
expect there to be funny parts. We don't expect the oh my God, this is really pretty crazy.
Well, I really wanted to show that because I truly believe that if it could happen to me, it could happen to any of you. And also, our eyes are a little more wide open than the day the photo was released.
Yeah, right.
And so I think it's a good sort of backstory. And there's a part of it that's a cautionary tale, but I tried to make it as funny as possible. There's I have this great backstage run-in with Stevie Nicks. And you can I can still smell the musk. And I love her. And she's not technically a witch, but I also can't prove she isn't. But, so I pepper the film with funny stories.
There are a lot of celebrities involved in this, with every moment of your life.
And it's funny because I met so many of them when I used to work in television.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
I'm sorry you had to soil yourself being here. When we come back, we're going to show your film on television. Again, sorry, Kathy Griffin is here. We'll be right back.
Every time I would get detained, it would go like this. I go, and the first person scans my passport, and you see them go like this. Oh, yeah. So then I would put on my I'm not an ISIS face. Never worked once, turns out.
That is Kathy Griffin. She is not in ISIS. She is no longer on the no-fly list.
However, it is true that I have known the Donald, as he likes to be called, for many years off and on.
Right.
And, okay, so get this. So I was never on The Apprentice, but I was part of 2 challenges. And I saw him do something that, on My Life on the D-List, it was a real show. It was really real, and we filmed it for many months and tried to get real moments. Okay, so get this. So I'm part of a challenge on The Apprentice, and the Donald is there with Feckless and the whole gang. And so I call Ivanka Feckless.
Oh, Ivanka, right,
All right,
yeah.
So
right,
anyway,
yeah.
When he addresses the cast, I was just kind of watching off camera because I like to watch the process, and I see him talking like this. Well, after this challenge, you'll find out what's next when we meet the company who Fortune 500. And I realize you guys, he wears an earpiece on The Apprentice because he's not even capable of having a thought. Like, he needs to be
somebody
told.
was telling him
There's
what
like
to say.
a Wizard of Oz who gives the thought and puts it in the ear. I don't know if it was Vlad Putin, but it was somebody who puts... And the reason I knew, it's one of those earpiece shows where someone in the booth is telling him every single word to say, and the cast was so beaten down, I was the only one going what's going on? Why is
They
he
were used
pausing?
to it by then.
And the only other time I had experienced that was from another reality star that if she wants to start Monday as president, I'm fine. Her name is Paris Hilton. And I swear to God, I was on her show Be My BFF or I Want a New BFF or whatever.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So when I had seen Paris do it first, and then the Donald did it, because when Paris did, she's like, okay, next person. Wants to be my BFF.
Kathy, I'm just getting some news. You're back on the no-fly list. So sorry.
So that so there you go. I actually saw with my own eyes.
One of the things in your special that I didn't know you did.
You know everything about me.
No, but I didn't know you did impressions, yeah.
I don't mean to, but I've tried to learn to get better at it. Yeah.
I was watching going, this is pretty good.
I'm so impressed by that because I always wanted to learn how to be an impressionist. I've been working on that.
Well,
this is very inside baseball,
you
right?
Yeah, no, it's not, though.
I said I banged Tyler, right? This is by Tyler. Okay, good.
Tyler's not here.
Tyler is still sore. That's right. Down to the nub, baby, down to the nub. James, you were saying?
I was saying, I like your impression. You did Rosie, you did Sarah Huckabee.
Well, Rosie is the one who called me to let me know that the photo had gone wide, as they say.
Yeah.
And she called me, and I honestly hung up on it, and this is real, and she goes, Griffin, it's O'Donnell. And I go, hey, Ro, and she goes, Griffin, you got to take down that picture. Everybody thinks you're nicest. And I honestly, like comedians, like we call and joke around with each other, and I was like, you're right, and I hung up. And so she called me back, Griffin, O'Donnell, take down the picture. And so,
there's a little bit of Bernie Sanders in there, too.
Yeah, well, I was watching the debates.
Yeah.
I was watching the debates. Rosie for president, Rosie Hilton. So I want the
So tomorrow
ticket.
night, will you be at any of the theaters?
Yes, I'm going to be at one of the screenings, and then it's
You
really
don't say
cool.
which? Is it a secret?
No, it's the Paley Center in Beverly Hills, but
Okay.
it's sold out. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, okay, all right.
And so afterwards, if you're going to a theater anywhere at the 700 theaters across the U.S., stay because there's a 20-minute in-conversation with me and an amazing First Amendment hero named Ted Boutros. And so we kind of chat about the First Amendment. And, I did a First Amendment speech at Oxford University, which is not even in America.
Yeah, no, that isn't. And they say that's a good one, too.
Oh, well, I didn't go to college. I was doing commercials.
Yeah.
But thank you, working for a living. I have no college debt. I didn't go to college. But I gave a speech.
Well, you gave a speech at Oxford. You don't need to go to college.
That's what I told them. I love that First Amendment. I know it wall to wall.
Well, I'm glad you're out of the clink or wherever the hell they had you and back. Tomorrow night, Kathy Griffin, A Hell of a Story. It's in theaters across the country, one night only. Kathy Griffin, everybody. We'll be back with Anthony Davis. Congratulations on making it to the end of a YouTube video. Why not celebrate by clicking the subscribe button? You earned it.